A lot of white women who date black guys, it's not because we're their preference, it's because white guys don't want the has-beens or the trash of the white community. Everybody knows that black American men are the trash collectors. We'll date anybody who's non-black. We'll date the other community's trash. For example, if a woman's overweight, white men don't want that. If a woman has a bunch of kids, white men don't want that. If a woman has an independent mindset, white men don't want that. If a woman has a whole past, like an openly whole past, like a porn star or something, most white men don't want that. They don't want to start a family with that. So those types of women typically date black men because they know white men don't want them. And then we get a big ego from it, thinking that they're naturally choosing us. It's not a natural choose. It's them getting with whom they can get with.
So this is an interesting conversation. He made some valid points. However, I don't think it's just black men as a whole. The reality is, when you don't have too much going on, money, ambition, fitness, whatever, right? There's so many characteristics that we talk on this platform that you want to strive for as a man to make sure overall you're well-rounded. So your attraction and appeal is at a high. What I see typically happen is that you might have a black man that is fit, right? Has a nice body. He gets with a white girl that's significantly overweight. We see this as a cliche. Fit black guy with overweight fat girl. What happens is that man is usually lacking finances, might not even have his own place. So that woman ends up taking care of his ass. And that is why he's truly with her, to stabilize. You see, women do that. Women will get with a provider, somebody that has stability, nice job, but she's not feeling the guy. The same way when you go on dates, if a woman isn't attracted to you, she's gonna size you up right away. Try to figure out how much money you have. Or look at the type of restaurant that you may take her to. Which is why I tell you guys, do not do dinner dates. Because that is taking away from your own dating experience. You don't wanna do that. You want the girl to look at you and find you just as attractive as you find her. And if not, you move on to the next. But you guys let me know exactly what you think is going on in the black community. It's so easy. Even a fucking caveman can do it.
Who knows what tomorrow brings? The world in everyone's eyes. Born black in this white man's world. Let me talk to y'all, man. Let me cook. I'm gonna bust heads today. I'm gonna bust heads, especially, I love to bust racist heads. I love to bust they shit. So, what they are saying is, I hear it all the time. I've heard this forever. The black man only get the ugly white women, etc., etc., etc. Right? But you know me, and you know how I do facts. So, if basically what they are implying is that black men have no standards, they are better than black men, and they get the best women. Every last white man on earth has just this great woman. If this is the case, stay with me now. If this was the case, then why do I see so many white males? Better stop. Why do I see so many white men? Look at that. Look at that. This is why people get in accidents, people. Why are you rushing? Running right into that lady. Why? Why? Yeah, you. You can't even look over here because you know you're wrong. Anyway, back to what I was saying. If this is the case, by their logic, by these racist people's logic, that means every white man should not be... I should not hear one white dude complaining. I shouldn't hear one white dude complaining about the woman or any woman. They should have the best women ever, never been cheated on, never been... Because they get the best, right? According to y'all, they get the best women, according to them, right? We know that's a lie. I see them all the time in the red pill communities or on dating videos and everything, right? What blackhead people do not understand is this applies to all races. If you are a good-looking woman, 9 times out of 10, you grew up around people that are your race, right? And you're a very good-looking woman. What do you think gonna happen? 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be with somebody who looks like her. Not to mention, almost every woman finds their race of men attractive. Some people, that might not be their preference. Like some women it might not be their preference to date their race of men, but they still find some attractive, right? Am I lying or am I not lying? And I learned something about that green dot thing. They say when that green dot thing is on, that means somebody watching you. So somebody probably watching me, right? I don't give a fuck. Watch. You know how they say that green dot on your phone means somebody watching? Watch. What up? Peace. But I'm back to what I'm saying. It's not about race. Furthermore, let me say this. I already proved one fact, that if this is true, then I shouldn't hear no white dude complain about shit. You should have the best woman ever. That's right. Another fact is this. This applies to all races. It's not just black people. This is why I'm making this video, because they're attacking black men. They're acting like every white dude with a black chick is just with some drop dead fine ass black chick. That's a lie. That's a lie. Furthermore, it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter if a black dude's with a 1,000-pound white chick. If that's what makes him happy, that's what makes him happy. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Your opinion does not matter. Your opinion does not matter, so how the fuck can you say that you get the best women and they don't? Your opinion does not matter when they are picking who they want. But let me not get too deep into this because I want to get this out the way now. This applies to all races. This is not just a black thing. All races of women. For one, you got beta male sent vaginas telling women of their family or something, don't date outside your race, these people are bad, these people. This is all races. This ain't just white men. This is all races. If you get so much, if you get the best women so much, why are you so scared? Why are you so intimidated? Why you gotta look when you see me walk past your girl? When you in the public? Why you looking to see if she looking to see if I'm looking? You ain't got nothing to worry about. You the best. You the best, man. You better than me, right? You so much better than me. So why you worrying? Why do you gotta raise your daughters that don't date this color or that color? Why? I thought by default you get the best women and black dudes ain't nothing and this and that. Okay, then why you got to tell your daughters not to deal with them? And that goes for all y'all though. I ain't just talking about other race. I'm talking about black men too. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I have a daughter, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be a good-looking daughter because I look good, damn it. And I'm not gonna pick I wouldn't pick an ugly mom to produce with. So back to what I'm saying. I'm not gonna tell her, hey, don't date this white guy and this and that. It'd be cool if she find a black dude because I understand the struggles of black men. You know what I mean? It would be cool, but I'm not gonna force it. Like, yeah, you gotta date them and this and that, or don't do this and that. That's what you beta males do. You beta males tell these women don't date these women or don't date these men and these men and these men because you want them all to yourself because you can't pull them without cheating, basically. Without your hating, without your you're cheating. You have to cheat and say that, oh, they ain't this and that, and try to scare them away from them because you're intimidated. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You gotta be a bigger fool than a white mouth mule to believe that any race of women are with another race of men more than they are their own. You're a damn lie. It doesn't matter. All races of women are genuinely with their own people when they, especially when they look good. When I say look good, that means everybody likes them, which means everybody's going to be all on them, which means by default they come up with their own race. When you grow up, when I grew up, I was around black women. I was around black women. Now that I'm grown in society, yeah, I see more white chicks everywhere I go. or whatever race. I don't see black women as much. But when I grew up, they was all around me. So the same thing applies. What do you think gonna happen to some fine ass chick? For one, you got beta males in her ear laughing, you date the black guy, in love her, or whatever the case, whatever they do. Mexican do love her, Chinese do love her, whatever. Everybody do it. That's the problem. Every race do it. Every race be hating because they betas. I refuse to hate on men because of their race, man. You like that, man? That's cool. Go ahead. Knock your socks off, man. I'm not a hater. I refuse to be a hater or a racist. I refuse. I don't need that type of energy in my life. But my point is this. They try to make it seem like they got all the fine black women. No, you don't. You do not got more fine black women than black dudes. So if your logic is true, then you should. But if your logic is true, then it should only apply with you. It shouldn't apply with other races. You see how that works? Every last race of people, when it comes to the fine women of their race, they're pretty much taken by default by the same men of that race. And here's a shock of your life for you beta male insecure simp meningitis. DOA voice. You motherfuckers don't understand that a lot of times those women like other dudes of another race. They just don't deal with them because it's easier to deal with someone of their own race. For family purposes, for the insecure fathers and beta male meningitis and shit, they don't want to cause the friction. So they'll just deal with somebody they're attracted to of their own race. Sometimes I've even felt like that. Like, man, all this racism everywhere. Let me just pick a black chick, man. I ain't got to deal with it. Just stay to myself and, you know what I mean? Shit like that. It have you thinking like that. Or white dudes try to act like black women ain't good and this and that. Make you be like, all right, bet. I'm going to get me one. I don't want you to race a woman. Fuck you. You know what I mean? How you thinking like that? I know this. I don't want to date a woman whose father is a racist. I don't want to bless that woman. Fuck you and your daughter. Go date one of those losers that look like you. You don't deserve a motherfucker like me. Period. I had to tell a motherfucker that yesterday. Like, I hope your daughter gets with the same race dude as you, loser. And that's exactly what you get. These dudes would rather their daughters date losers than to date somebody who don't of another race that's a winner. Not me. I want my daughter to date them. If I have a daughter, I want her to date the winner. Give a fuck if he green, motherfucker. That's just how I feel. It would be nice if she find a black dude, because I understand black struggles and shit. But I'm not going to force it. I'm cool either way. The main objective is, as long as she's dating somebody that's good and she's happy, that's the main objective. You dudes wonder why all these women out here, single mothers getting beat on and all this other shit. You motherfuckers ain't teaching these women what to look for in men. You too busy worried about what race a motherfucker is. That's your problem. And that goes for all races of men. This ain't just directed at one race of men. This is all races of men doing this shit. The fine women of everybody's race pretty much is going to be taken because you got people hating, saying don't date these people, they bad, they this, they that. And the simple fact that the woman, 9 times out of 10, find men of her race attractive. And the fact that they have access to her, they have earlier and more abundant access to the same race of women that they are. This is common sense. It does not take a rocket scientist or some insecure beta male bitch to get on Facebook talking about, oh, you only get the ugly women of my race. You motherfuckers is idiots. I would never date a woman that I'm not attracted to, you dummy. You give a fuck what race she is. I will never date a woman I'm not attracted to. Fuck you talking about? And it doesn't matter. Even if I date a 500,000 pound woman, if I like her, I don't give a fuck about what you gotta say. Because at the end of the day, you're not better than me. As long as I'm better than you, that's all that matters. Some of you motherfuckers only get... Here, I'm going to break this shit down real quick. This applies to all races, by the way, but I'm going to say it in this this way. Some of these racist dudes that say this shit, like, yeah, the black dudes only get the ugly women of our race and this and that. If that's true, why you mad? That's number one. But number two, the only reason why that happens a lot more in your favor is because of what your race is. A lot of y'all only got a girlfriend for the most part because of your race, not because you're some great guy. These are facts. How do I know that? Because 9 times out of 10, a fine black woman would date me before a white dude. Let's say this white dude way better than me. Let's say he got everything way better than me. 9 times out of 10, I probably would still have a better chance of pulling the fine black chick over him because I'm black. Period. Or if you Mexican or Chinese or whatever, you have a better chance of pulling the women of your race more than the other guys do. Furthermore, just because a woman of your race dates another guy don't mean she ugly. She might not even like dudes of her race. It's rare, but it happens. All I hear when I hear this shit is a bunch of beta males trying to make other men look inferior because they feel inferior. Because if you so superior, then why do you care? If I getting all the women, why do I care about what you doing? Think about it. I'm getting all the better women than you. Why the fuck I care about what you got going on? Why would I raise my daughter to don't date them? Why? You get the best one, she ain't got nothing to worry about, right? Fuck out of here, man. You people are idiots. You're idiots. A fine woman of any race, everybody already going to be after her. And the first people who have access to her is a fucking woman of that race. Just like when I grew up, mainly black women was around me. Plain and simple. This is common sense. This happens in every race. The fine ass women, and this is subjective, because you can't judge nobody by what woman they're with. How the fuck you gonna tell another motherfucker that that woman's better than your woman? She could be 500 pounds and you got a supermodel who's cheating on you, treating you like shit, about to divorce, rape you and everything. And he got a woman, yeah, she not a supermodel, but she treat him like a king and you getting treated like a peasant. But you got the better woman, you big dummy. This is a problem with y'all men. Y'all don't even understand what a better woman is. Stupid motherfuckers, bro. Furthermore, it's not your opinion. When somebody's with a woman, that's their woman, that's not your opinion. To say that, oh, she's not good enough or I got something better. If you got something better so much, why you care so much? Why do you try so hard to tell people don't mix and interracial date so much? Since you got it so much better. And I'm talking to all races, even black. Why do you do that? It don't make sense, man. We're dealing with a lot of beta male insecure men out here. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna put it to you like this. The exes that I do have that are different races, they could pull men of their same race. Same men of their races wasn't them. Bottom line, if this is true so much that all races of women only pick other races of men, then why is there so many beta males, bitches out here like all y'all telling them don't date this and raising your daughter to do it? Why? You winning. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You know why? Because you're a liar. You are a liar. Men don't have to deal with this shit. Men are not being raised, hey, don't date this one or date that one. That's y'all men raising these women this way. That's y'all. And I would never raise, if I have a black daughter, I promise y'all, I would never tell her to do that. It would be nice, like I said, it'd be nice if she find a black dude because I understand black struggles. But I'm not going to tell her to do it or say that you got to do it. That's craziness. As long as she got a dude that makes her happy, the right guy, that's what I worry about. But you beta males, you know how you do. You want to be in control of everything. You insecure as fuck. Insecure as fuck. Oh, my daughter is going to be mixed. My granddaughter, I don't like it. Fuck out of here. It might be the best. Your granddaughter might end up mixed and might be the best thing to ever happen. It happens all the time. Motherfuckers be racist, get a granddaughter and realize, damn, why the fuck was I racist? I love my grandkids. It's just, and I'm talking about any races. This ain't just white or black. This is Chinese, Mexican, all of them. This is all of it. Bottom line, the reason why, if you want to say to a certain extent, it is true to a certain extent, but only because the fine women are getting, because men only thing they care about is looks. They don't care about if that woman's better than this woman or whatever. All they care about is looks. So yeah, the fine women are already going to be taken. But that's of any race. That's not just the white woman. That's any race. Most black dudes are with fine ass black women. Period. Most Chinese dudes are with fine ass Chinese women. Period. On and on and on. What don't you blockhead motherfuckers get? But don't you dare say, oh, if I date another race, it's because I had to do it. A lot of times people try to date people of their race and it don't work, so they try something different. Nothing wrong with that. Or maybe the people of their race don't find them attractive as much. It happens. But here y'all are telling people that it means that they got somebody less valuable and all this other shit. If you got something so much valuable, why do I see the other races of men get cheated on and lied to and all this other shit? Why are you crying so much? Why do you get on the fucking thing and search out shit? Why didn't she text back and all that? I thought you had the best women. Or why do you gotta act like, don't date a black guy, these black guys, why you gotta do all that? If you winning so much, why do you gotta throw shade at other races of men? That goes for all y'all races. Why you gotta throw shade at other people? I'm not going to tell somebody, a black chick, man, don't date white dudes because of this. I'm not doing that because I'm not a beta male bitch. That's why. And because I don't feel like you better than me. So if she picks you, oh fucking well. I'm not going to try to stop her. That's ridiculous, man. It really is. But that's what's going on. Bottom line, and that's why this shit happens. It's not really because of race. It's because people grow up around their race in the beginning of their life more than not. So therefore, they're more than likely going to end up dating somebody of their own race. And if she looks good, you know everybody's going to be on her. Men don't even care about race, really. Women do to a certain extent. Men really don't. But either way, if she's a good-looking woman, people are going to be on her. Period. Give a fuck if she was green. And if you are the same race as that woman, that helps you out. Because a lot of them, it doesn't mean that they don't like other races of women or other races of men. They're just dating these men that are their same race because it's safe. Or they got kids already that are the same race as them, so I guess I got to do it. This is why women think more about survival more and more about importance more than just this color or that color like men do. Men are the ones that be racist and dumbass, small-minded boxes. Women don't, for the most part. A woman can see a dude of another race and think he's attractive as hell, and never would date another race dude because she feels like it's best to stay in her own race. But you can't tell these blockhead beta males that because they think that they're getting the best women of their race because of them. 9 times out of 10, it's not that. It's because of your race is why you got her. That's the main reason. I ain't gonna say it's the only reason, but that's the main reason. Because let's just say you take a woman that's not black, right? And then let's just say I'm better than that other guy or the other races of guys. That woman could see it, but she like, nah, I see what he is, but I gotta stay over here. It's safer over here. You know, for my family or whatever. That's just how it is. Same thing with black chicks. You act like some black chicks don't like other races of men. They do, but they probably just stick with the black dude because they understand the black struggles and they just feel like you relate to them more. Like, you motherfuckers are sick idiots, dog. All of y'all people who think this way is sick. You sick. I'm out of here, man.